Something to remember. I know when I was back in the dark night of the soul, back in the day, when trauma and torture and terror was all that existed, in Fibonacci perfectly fractaling down sequential lowering of conscious frequency nature, when that was happening. And I would imagine what it would be like if things were okay, and basically not doing that. My imagination of what sort of is referred to as the heaven realms, or peace, my imaginations were pretty far off. And what it came out to be was that the salvation, so to speak, and I don't like to clothe this in religious garb, but some of those terms have value. The salvation of the consciousness, or the coming into harmony, it has nothing to do with like place or location, who's around you, circumstances, jobs, work, what your ex is doing, what your girlfriend's doing, what the dog across the street is doing. It has nothing to do with that. It's literally and simply, this is not mysterious, it's a harmonization of your it's a harmonization of all of your inputs. So you're a human being, you have a body, I have a body, and movements are happening in a certain way, yes? And all of this is happening outside of concepts and outside of words, and it still happens in a specific way. And if some sort of manipulation is occurring, if an attack is occurring, if someone is feeling down or depressed, this sort of actual internal phenomenon is very difficult to express to someone else in your arena, and medical fields get a hold of it, and they throw pharmaceuticals at you, which usually push you further into the thing that you're trying to escape in the first place. And coming out of that, coming out the other side into sort of health or harmony, balance, it's not a thing you strive for. It's again not a place, location. No words are applying to it, but it's a harmonization of the holistic existence of which you are a part, and everything flows, including like everything around you, no matter where you're at. The whole flow becomes into the whole flow. And that's weird, like tautological speak, but that's the only way I can describe it. Like if you're sitting there imagining, oh, at some point when all the trauma's over, I'm going to be in heaven, and the mind will come up with images and clouds and harps and perhaps Jesus, all kinds of things. And it's a very much normalcy of being human. It becomes very normal and simply non-traumatic, as opposed to before there were lots of unseen holes on the molecular and subatomic level that you can't see, and you simply feel like shit for no apparent reason. And the coming out of that is just coming into what is naturally whole and harmonious.